Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Bible Champs for Kids. Today, we are going to learn about some very special instructions that God gave His people in the Bible. These come from the book of Leviticus, chapter 7. God told Moses about something called the Reparation Offering. This was a way for people to say, God, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Here's what would happen. A sheep or goat would be brought to the altar. The priest would sprinkle its blood on the altar, and then all the best parts, like the fat and kidneys, would be given to God. But here's something cool. The priests could eat part of the offering too, but only in a special holy place. That showed how important and holy this gift was to God. Next, God gave instructions about something called the communion sacrifice. This was like a big family meal with God. When people wanted to say thank you, Lord, they would bring special bread made without yeast, crispy wafers with oil, cakes of flour with oil, and even loaves of regular bread. They would also bring meat, and it had to be eaten the very same day. Why? Because the offering was meant to be fresh, special, and holy. If someone made a promise to God or gave a voluntary gift, they could eat it the first day and the next. But if any was left over by the third day, it had to be burned. That taught the people that offerings were not like ordinary food. And here's another important rule. Anyone who was unclean was not allowed to eat from God's holy meal. That showed respect for God's holiness. Then God said something very clear. Do not eat fat. Do not drink blood. If anyone eats these, they will be cut off from my people. God wanted His people to be different from other nations and to treat life as very special. God also gave some meat from the offerings to the priests, like Aaron and his sons. The brisket and the right leg of the animal belonged to them. This was God's way of providing food for the priests who worked in His house, the tabernacle. And so, boys and girls, God gave His people very special instructions about offerings. They weren't just rules, they were reminders that God is holy. And that saying thank you, I'm sorry, and I love you, Lord, is very important. So let me ask you, if you were living back then, which offering would you bring to God first? A thank you offering, a sorry offering, or a promise offering? Comment below and tell me. And remember, today, we don't bring animals anymore. Instead, we give God our hearts, prayers, and love every day.